When you're doing your birthday decode, you want to know who passed away on your birthday. Those people are going to be able to astral travel with you the best because they are going when you're coming in your birthday portal, which I'm doing August 2nd. Alexander Graham Bell passed away August 2nd, born March 3rd. So if you're dreaming, you might see Alexander Graham Bell, who is Scottish born, remind me of Scottish Freemasonry, in your dream. So Graham, I think about Drake because Drake's last name is Graham, Aubrey Drake Graham. So he created the telecommunications, AT&T, regional Bell operating companies, break up the Bell system, think Beauty and the Beast and Bell, on January 8th, which is Elvis's birthday and R. Kelly's birthday. So it might be a connection there. So if you see R. Kelly and you see Elvis and you see Alexander Graham Bell, it's because the energy from this communication, which is like astral communications, like the phone line, like we're talking on the phone and it's just invisible cords. Telecommunications with astral is like the same thing. And it was created in headquarters in Dallas, Texas. So it went defunct January 8th. So if you are seeing AT&T or Bell Company in your dreams, then you know why. But I've seen Alexander Graham Bell in my dream before. Reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, like I said. He also reminds me of the actor from a show called Evil on Netflix and Paramount Plus, but this is the guy from Evil. So when I looked at Patrick Bramo's birthday, it was March 30th, which is like 3-3, which is Alexander Graham Bell. So whenever you're seeing familiar spirits or familiar people, a lot of times they have similar birthdays with the same numbers. That's why I was seeing the energy of Patrick and Graham together. Like it just gives me something similar. Also, the yellow dress and AT&T being in Dallas, Texas, with the blue AT&T and the yellow dress. I was doing a code earlier. Larry Bird, then we have Tweety Bird, and then you had Miss Enchanting, the rapper. She passed away in Dallas, Texas, and her name is Enchanting Nicole Larry. So Larry Bird, you get it? They just had the playoffs. The Celtics won. Celtics is like Celtic goddesses, Irish, Scottish, Freemasonry, Celtics. So yeah, that's the whole thing. But she had recently passed away, and Larry Bird and her, like, same type of energy. Plus, his birthday is 127, and the Pope's birthday is 12/17. Same energy. Pope, I was in my dream the other day, so he likes to go look for people. So, Shannon Nicole Larry, Larry Joel Bird. So, that's what we're getting here. And then she passed away in Dallas. So, I hope you're following the similarities. So, the fact that she's in Dallas, and then Dallas is Alexander Graham Bell energy, and the colors of like the Bell Company and then the Bell right here, like the blue and the blue eyes and blonde hair, like SpongeBob. I always say Eve was dark skinned and she had blue eyes and blonde hair. Lilith had red hair. Adam had red hair. Adam gave Eve the rib. The rib is the R1B gene for red hair or red ginger. So circling back, March 3rd comes up. Jason Tatum. Her name is Channing, like Channing Tatum. His name is Jason Tatum, like Tatum Thompson, Kim Kardashian, baby daddy people over there. But 3-3 comes up again. And you have the Mavericks going against the Celtics. Mavericks, like Dallas Mavericks, Top Gun Mavericks, that energy. So enchanting Dallas, a lot of these games be a lot of rituals behind them, so it's very interesting. Like if you gotta own a football team or a stadium or something, or invested in these people, you probably do spiritual things to go and astrally go to the future to see who's gonna win and who's not gonna win. Blah, blah, blah. A lot of times you have to like ride on people's energy, and it's very interesting what happens in spiritual. So Shannon Nicole Larry, then Jason Tatum 3-3, because her name is Channing Tatum, and then him being 3-3 and Alexander Graham Bell being 3-3. So very interesting connections. And if you weren't following, this is like part 9 of August 2nd birthday decode. And we're going over who was born, passed away. So we're on the who was born. We already did that, and we're doing the who is passing away. So we have Jane Pierre Melville, William II of England, and George Washington Williams. So what you're going to do when you're doing your birthday decode, when you're going deeper into your own birthday, look up people who passed away. It's the escape room, and you're trying to get to future heaven on earth. Who would you pick? So look at what they've done in their last lifetime being here, because people reincarnate and come back all the time. But like if you think George Washington Williams is a good guy and he's going to be in future heaven on earth, you want to be his friend. If you think William II of England wasn't a good guy, when you read his biography, maybe you want to be wary in nighttime when you see him in the dreams, because maybe he won't want to help you get to future heaven on earth. He'll want to take your seat, like musical chairs, and you're stuck in purgatory, and he's enjoying your energy in the future, hopping in your body. So make sure you go deeper into these people's portals. I'll go to the ones that I found interesting, but you definitely would see the similarities between these people when you look them up. Like I said, it's the escape room. You want to know all about them. So like Fritz, David, Tootie, Judith, Pope John, Omar, Karen, and Charlotte, Drake. We talked about Drake, right? The name Drake with the gram. But look up these people. Okay, what I noticed was Dorothy and Locklear reminds me of 90210 and Melrose Place. Pope John. When I see popes in my dream, I usually run because they're usually trying to channel your energy. When I see religious people in general, they're usually trying to channel energy to go back and tell the church that they channeled energy through you in the future. But sometimes, once in a while, they're nice in my dreams. Sometimes, a lot of times, the Pope, he just be trying to follow along, figure out stuff. So Alexander Graham Bell, we went over that. Warren Harding, Fella, Vin, Henry III of France, Horace, Shari, and Paul von Hindenburg, which we talked about him already early in this previous decode. So we'll go over some of these. So you have the woman from Lamb Chops. Her name is Shari Lewis, and her real name is Phyllis Naomi Hurwitz. She was born January 17th, passed away August 2nd, your birthday. Lamb Chops, remember that song? This is the song that never ends, or doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Blah, blah, blah. Well, she was part of that show, Lamb Chops. It's one of my favorite songs ever. So if you like that song, there's probably a reason why, because you're channeling that energy. The song that never ends. Then you have Horace Man, born May 4th, passed away August 2nd. And the other day I had a dream about like Captain Man and the little boy on Captain Man. So that was very interesting. April 15th, that's when the Titanic sunk. Also had a dream of Abe Lincoln and Trump, and Abe Lincoln is April 15th. So it's a lot of energy. So looking at Horace Mann and Cooper Barnes, who plays Captain Man, and just kind of like brought it together. Also going back into the Alexander Graham Bell, his wife, Mabel Gardner Hubbard, reminds me of Zachary Hubbard, who does Gematria Effect News. So go see Gematria Effect News. Again, she's the wife of Alexander Graham Bell. The name Hubbard, I've seen Alexander Graham Bell in my dream, and I know who Zachary Hubbard is. So again, YouTube, Gematria Effect News. Gematria is the coding of numbers and letters. 1, 2, 3 is ABC. They have different computer codes with like Jewish gematria or Kabbalistic gematria. So different numbers and different codes. So just look up gematria. And this is Gardner Green Hubbard, and he is the brother of Alexander Graham Bell's wife, right? So August 25th, that's when Aaliyah passed away, to December 11th, which he reminds me of Jim Varney. I don't know if you know who Jim Varney is, but Gardner, which is Alexander Graham Bell's wife's brother, reminds me of Jim Varney. So when you see familiar spirits, just remember sometimes energies are next to each other. Then there's this guy right here, Omar Leslie Locklear. He passed away August 2nd. He was born 1028. Whenever I see 1028, I think Matthew Perry. I think 821, Haitian Revolution, and that Turner Rebellion was 821. I think 128, 12/8, which is Nicki Minaj's birthday. So October 28th is a very special day. Also, Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker, October 28th. So he was Daredevil, an actor, a pilot. He actually passed away during one of his stunts, during one of his last stunts. And Fox is who owned the studios, who like benefited off his death because they had it on camera. But this is William Freed Fuchs, or Fuck's, Fox. He actually reminds me of this guy named Reza from Shaws of Sunset. It's very interesting. So he was born January 1st. That's Ice Spice Energy. So think Redhead, Annie, Annabelle Doll. Then I told you about Heather Locklear and Shannon Doherty. Shannon being 90210. Because you have these two guys, Omar Locklear and Karen Doherty, passed away August 2nd. And both being born in October. So definitely look more into who passed away, who was born. Go into it yourself. Go do a deep dive so that you could see who's in your portal, who you would recognize when you dream. The more you see the people and the more you know about them, easier for you to astral travel, which makes your life easier because you're not worried about remote viewers or people popping up from the spiritual realm in this realm when you're just trying to live. So definitely do your homework and look into the people's portals.